Welcome everyone to another edition of What to Stream, and we're celebrating Halloween. Happy Halloween, Jana.
Yay! Happy Halloween for you too.
I
It's
wasn't so lazy; I will dress up, but my go to costume is Wednesday Adams because
oh, that's awesome.
I just do my pigtails and I have a dress with a little white collar. That's always my go-to because I'm lazy. It's so
Oh,
easy. It's such an easy. And I put
it's
some
the
white
easiest.
makeup, cover up the olive skin.
Yeah,
I
right.
don't look,
And
I
then,
don't look like the Wednesday Adams,
yeah, and then
Mexican
you look.
American. Yeah.
Yeah, she's cute. She's a easy outfit. I agree with you.
How about you? Do you have any dress up stories from the past? Any
You
celebrity or
know,
any movie characters or TV characters?
I did 2 years ago. I had yeah, Incredibles.
Invisible.
Sorry, no,
Oh, The Incredibles.
Incredible outfit that I bought like years ago to dress up with Ryan, and then
Mm-hmm.
I save it, and then 2 years ago I put it again, but I bought a wig just
Uh,
to like a black wig, long hair, just
mm-hmm.
to do like the little girl was a easy one for me. And I also have another wig, purple wig that I wear sometimes. I should have wear that too,
Cute,
man.
cute. Oh well. If we had more time, we could have planned better. But we are going to
Yeah.
be talking about scary movies and TV projects out there, and rank them based on how scary they are to get you in the mood for this Halloween season. So we're
Yeah.
going to be talking about Nightbooks, Night House, Halloween Kills, the Chucky TV series, I Know What You Did Last Summer, and what am I missing? I think that covers it all.
Yeah.
So we'll be talking about that. So we're going to rate them on how scary they are, and if they're appropriate for this season. So why don't we get started with Nightbooks on your end?
Yes, Nightbooks. Nightbook is already like available on Netflix, and I really enjoy watching that. So it tells a story of this little kid that loves books, and then he always tries to create a book. He writes a book, and then he's a fan of all the scary stories, everything that they love, and then his name is Alex, and he must tell a spine tale every night because he's ended up and then stay trapped in this magical apartment. Suddenly, he's over there. So, and then every night he needs to tell the story for this kind of a witch, and then he needs to
That's the
figure
wish.
out if yeah, yes, because if not, he'll never be out of there. And then there is this girl that he lives there forever, and then helps him go through the whole process. And then they go to a room that's full of books, and he needs to pick a book to read to the witch. And but the witch doesn't want to read those stories anymore. She wants new stories, and then he needs to write every day. He needs to write a new one. It's I love it. I love it, and I think it's super cute. Who plays the witch is Kristen. I let me say her name right. Is Kristen Richard?
Is she from True Blood?
She's from Jessica Jones.
Oh, okay. No, that's not
She
her then.
did, yeah, she did Jessica Jones, and then she directed one of the. She's one of the directors of a new series that is gonna come up, the Grow in the Woods, and
Mm.
then there we can talk about like later on.
So
Yeah,
this is obviously for the children.
yeah, that's for children, and it's Ryan got scary some parts of the movie,
Oh, and he's
and
already
yeah,
what, 10, 11,
he's 10.
10.
Yeah, but he has a very imaginative uh, mind, and I think it's because of the little kid that is pretty
He can
much his
relate. Yeah.
age. He can relate to that, and it was super fun. But I had fun watching, and he liked it. That's more for kids and for family, like a family
Mhm.
movie night or a family Halloween movie night that you want to do it for kids. That is the one
Oh,
for you
okay.
to do it. Yeah, I
All
liked
right.
it.
So that's your that's probably the only family option on this list today.
Yeah, right.
Because
Yeah.
now we're headed the opposite spectrum. Chucky, the TV series, airing on USA and Sci-Fi, and of course, who doesn't love the killer doll? He's back,
Yeah.
and the original voice of the Chucky doll, Brad Dourif, is back as the voice of Chucky. So in this TV series, this kid here, his name is Jake, played by Zachary Arthur, buys the killer doll from a yard sale, and there ensues a killing spree. And we are promised that some old favorites will return, and we've already seen, they've spoiled it in the trailer. Jennifer Tilly's going to be back as
Yeah.
as the bride of Chucky. So I'm really excited. She is so. I mean, these movies are hilarious, and the bride of Chucky was just like, if you remember, it brought back because the movies were wearing thin, and then when they did Bride of Chucky, it was like, oh yeah, okay, now it's fun again,
But they-
you know.
yeah. Yeah.
So you watched it too. I really like this show. I was, we interviewed some of the actors from the show, the young actors, and so I was just gonna watch one show like always. I ended up on like episode 5. It
Oh
was
my
like 2 in
God.
the morning because it was so good. And what I liked about the show is that the characters are really compelling and three-dimensional characters. You have the kid Jake, he's trying to figure out who he is, but it seems like he's going to be a gay character, but he doesn't know, he doesn't know exactly what his identity is yet. So he's trying to figure this out. But in the meantime, they're bullying him at school because he's an artist. So the reason he
Oops.
bought Chucky was because he buys dolls and rips their heads off and is doing some kind of like a display. He wants to be this artist, and the dad is a bully who bullies him around, saying, you got to man up. You can't be doing artsy fartsy stuff. And so you really feel for him. And then Chucky wants to be his friend,
Yeah. As
and
always.
Chucky is pro LGBT, guys. Okay, because he's very supportive, and he actually talks about in one of the episodes that his son, the real guy, not the doll,
Oh
but
my.
before he was a doll, he had a son that came out of the
Uh,
closet, and he's very accepting. So
really?
Chucky, we're feeling him, especially because he's trying to convince the Jake to kill the girl. He's asking
Oh.
permission. Can I kill the bully at school? Because this girl, she is awful. She's this rich person who's dating his cousin, and she's horrible, horrible, horrible. I can't stress why she's so horrible because the things she does are worse than Chucky. I mean, Chucky kills and they're gory kills, but what
Yeah.
this girl does is just heartless, pure heartless.
Yeah.
And so you kind of want her dead. But what's funny about this show is that she's got like 9 lives.
Oh my God.
So she escapes Chucky numerous times. And that's what's so funny about it, because you're thinking, she's the first one. She's the first one to go because she's such a mean little piece of work. But no. So then when I think about it, I'm like, oh, okay, that's actually funny that she's so conniving that she can get away
Oh
from
my
Chucky.
God.
So I thought that was really funny. And then all the characters are compelling. Like I said, you have the bully, you have some of the gay themes in there, and of course, you got the kills.
Yeah.
So it's pretty gruesome kills. So if you're into that kind of stuff, it's all in there for you. What did you think about the show?
Yeah, I watched just the first episode to do like they have a TCA, and then I watched just the first episode, and then I thought it was funny. I was like, I need to come back to that, but I didn't have time because we have so much to watch and we're being really busy. But
Mm-hmm.
I like the idea. Now that you telling me all this other stuff, I'm for sure I'm gonna get into it.
Yeah, the humor is intact. What the best part of the movies is, yeah, he kills, but the humor, like that humor
Yeah.
is intact. And it's so awesome to see Brad Dourif back as the voice because, I mean, no disrespect to Mark Hamill in the last Chucky movie,
Yeah, but
but that was weird. I love Mark
yeah.
Hamill, but that was just weird, you know?
Yeah. No, that was weird. And I love that Jennifer Tyler is back, and I think it'll be funny.
Yeah, and like I said, I got to episode 5 and she wasn't in it yet. And the synopsis teases the fact that some of his old enemies will return, and there is a
Oh.
voice who warns Jake that burn the doll, don't if he starts talking to you, don't do what he says. So, but you don't know who that is. So you're like, oh, who the hell is that? So I'm waiting. I'm wondering, like, who would it'd be cool. Who would return Chris Sarandon from the first movie?
Mm-hmm.
If he
Yeah. Oh my
returned, oh
God.
my god, the cop who played the
It'll
cop.
be fun.
Oh,
It'll
they
be
should bring him
fun
back so bad. I would die if they bring Chris Sarandon back
for sure.
to the TV series. So I highly recommend it. I think it's really up to speed with the. I actually think the first one is a classic. And like I said, Bride of Chucky is my second favorite one. But a lot of times the characters in the movies, like that the awful people in the movie, the characters will die first, right?
Yeah.
So, but here you have these compelling characters, so you're really intrigued by that as well. So I thought it's very layered. We're going to talk about another show that's kind of a revision of or revisiting another horror franchise, and I think this one's done a lot better than this other one. So, yeah, I highly recommend the show, especially if you're a Chucky fan. I think it brings all those elements that made the original
That's good.
a classic. So I really like that. I actually like you said, I got to remember to go back because I think all of the episodes are available um, now for press. So I got to go back and revisit because, like I said, I got it to like 5, maybe in the middle, but I was like, I got to go to bed.
Yeah. I
But I
need
think
to. I
this
need
is
to go. I need
yeah,
to
I think
watch
only
that
2 episodes have aired so far on Tuesdays. It airs Tuesdays, so I think this is the second episode this week. So catch the third one. I think they're on demand as well. So if you want to catch up from the very beginning, and you kind of have to
Yeah.
start from the
If
very
not,
beginning.
yeah. If
I
you,
mean, if you're looking for kills, you can just pick it up on 3. But but if you really want to know the characters' stories, because they do have like a good arc, you
okay.
know. So
That's good. I
yeah,
like it.
so
I
scary.
like them.
It's not that
Not that much.
scary. It's not that scary, but you get the humor and you get the kills. I mean, obviously the kills are pretty brutal. So if that's what you look for in a horror movie, it's all in here and the humor. So I
And
say, check it out.
check it out. Check it
Check
out.
it. Check it out. Good one, Jana. Good one. All right. So what are you talking next?
Okay, I'm talking next this a new revisiting of a movie, a story, because it's based on a book, and they made a movie about it. It's not. I know what you did last summer. This is the new series that is already streaming on Amazon Prime, and it's like a it's not a remake, like I think it's just a
Hmm.
reimagination of the story, because
Yeah.
there's a lot of like different stuff about it, and tells the story about these 5 friends that they are like, after a party, they happened an accident and they ended up killing someone. But we already can talk about, like, they have different characters on the movie, and I think in the book is the friends kills a person that they don't know, and in
Careful.
this,
Oh yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah, right,
No
in
spoiling.
no, but in the series, no, that is the movie.
Oh yeah, the
But in the
movie.
series, in the movie and in the book, they kill someone that they don't know. But here is a little different. There is like a twist there that if
Hmm.
you need to watch it. So I'm not gonna tell. So everything happens in Hawaii. There is a lot of like modern twists. They modernize a little bit the story. You know what I mean? Now we have like cell phones, text message, the
Social
story, social
media.
media, all these social media. One of the characters is super into TikTok, Instagram,
Hmm.
and then she posted about everything, and the way that they are getting, they're getting, like the person that is like sending text message and everything for them is doing different, in a little bit different.
Hmm.
And I liked it, you know what I
Yeah.
mean. Yeah, I liked it. I know what you mean about the remakings, all these, like sometimes I think that they're out of like lack of stories, lack of imagination to,
Hmm.
because they don't create any. It's very difficult to find a new movie or new series that was like created like for now, not something that you bringing from let's do for a new generation. Let's introduce to a new generation. You
Yeah.
can introduce to a new generation the ones that we did before. But I like it. I really like who is on the main actress is Madison Iseman. I like her. I think she's really good on it. And the others are like not well not well known actors and actress. Aside from Brian Tishu,
Yeah, I don't recognize any of those actors.
yeah, she did. I keep. She did some like a series. She did that 47 meters down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
Oh.
then the other actors are Ashley Moore, Ezekiel Goodman, and those are like new faces,
Mhm.
new faces. And we have a Latina, Chrissy Fit. She did she did Pitch Perfect, and now she's on this series as well. So I don't know, and I liked it. So far so good. I know that it's already available 4 episodes on Amazon Prime,
Oh.
and it's gonna drop like one episode, a new episode every Friday until November 12th.
Yeah, I didn't like it as much as Chucky. I mean, it is compelling. You do want to stick around and find out like who is stalking them. But the characters are really annoying to me because they're so materialistic. They're so about themselves, what they look like, what's online, getting the likes. So, and then the main girl too is like what she does is like, would somebody really do that if they knew somebody? If they know the victim, right?
Yeah.
But they would go along with it. It was just like it's hard for me to swallow that idea that somebody. I mean, granted, yeah, no, that's like my issue with the whole story. Is like really like I can't say why, but like
Yeah.
well, you said they're on the
I
first 4 episodes already online,
Yes,
already
it's
aired.
already
Okay,
available.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, the fact that her own sister would
But
leave her by the side of the road, regardless how terrible she is. You know what I mean? It's like I have a really hard time at how you can live you go through normal life again. You know what I mean?
yeah, but
It's like
I think yeah, but that was the thing. I think both of them are so different.
yeah.
And the one that is survived, I think she's the evil one. And nobody never saw that.
Mm. Oh, right. I guess.
You
I
know
guess
what
I have
I
to watch.
mean?
But yeah, you'll be interested in watching how it ends. That's for sure. Like who the
Oh
killer or
yeah.
who the
That
stalker
I
is.
cannot wait to have the other
'Cause there's so
episode.
many questions right around the death. Like how was she there? Like how did she get there?
Or
You
if
know?
you watch episode 4, 5, you're gonna figure out. I
Oh, okay.
already
Because
watched 3 episodes.
I think I got up to 4. And I was like, I don't even like this show that much. Why am I watching it still?
Yeah,
Oh, there were
but
only 4 available, actually. There were only 4 available. So I think I got
yeah,
to the like
yeah.
3 and a half.
This Yeah. So this Friday you have the 5th.
Okay. Maybe I'll wait
Yes.
till the very end. I just
Yeah,
go check
maybe
out the
wait
end.
until the last episode is gonna be streaming November 12th. Maybe wait to
Oh,
that,
okay.
and then you binge watch it, and then
No, I'll just go straight to the last episode because, like I said, I don't really like the characters, even though they're getting killed off anyway. So we'll
yeah.
see who survives. But
I don't know.
the kills are pretty gory, though, right? They're pretty bloody. I mean, they're pretty bad.
Yes,
Jesus.
they're really really bad. I like
Yeah.
the one of the girls and the boys and the coach. Oof,
Oh my
oof.
God, that was horrible. And the slushy, death
Oh
by
yeah,
slush, death by slushy.
yeah.
So it is suspenseful.
Yes, it is,
So it is suspense,
and
not scary. I mean, the kills are well. I guess the kills are kind of scary. But there's not that
it's
much of a buildup, like normally.
no, no, but I think like you said, you don't care too much about the characters, but you're gonna Madison's character. I think you sometimes
Yeah,
I
you're
hate.
kind of on the fence about her. You're like, what's her deal? Like, there's something off
Yeah,
about her, Just like, yeah, like you mentioned, like maybe she's not the good one
yeah. I don't know.
because the sister was pretty bad too. Another one, another mean girl, just
Yeah,
just a
yeah,
horrible, horrible, horrible person.
yeah. But I don't think she would do that. if it
Yeah.
was her all the way around. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So we'll see. So that's another option if you're looking for a TV series to get hooked onto.
Yeah, it's on Amazon Prime.
All right.
So
Well, here's
what do you have next?
okay. Well, we're talking about Halloween Kills. It's already been out in the movie theaters for almost a week, and it's also on Peacock. So if you want to watch it on Peacock, I actually watched it again on Peacock because my husband wanted to watch it. So I started watching it, and I was still like,
Mm-mm.
as you know, Michael Myers survives the fire that Laurie sets in the last movie, thinking that she got him. But darn
Nope.
those firefighters who had to just go in there and put out the fire and save Michael Myers pretty much. And then he
Yeah.
in turn slaughters them. How else? That's typical Michael Myers. So Laurie is taken to the hospital because if you remember, she was stabbed in
Yeah.
the abdomen. So she's in the hospital, and I think what people okay. So this movie caused a lot of controversy because some people hated it. There is no story here, so it's not. There's no even use of talking about the plot because there really is no plot. Really, basically, this movie is a Michael Myers kill streak.
Oh
And
my God.
the nostalgia, people did like it. Why? Because there's a lot of nostalgia. A lot of the old original actors who were in the original movie return, like the nurse, Nancy Stevens, the actress, Kylie Richards, or Kylie Richards, I believe is her name. If you know the name, she's one of the Beverly Hills housewives, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how you know her.
Yeah.
And they bring back Donald Pleasance, Dr. Loomis, this character.
Wow.
Yeah, and it looks really, really good. Some of the recreations, it looked really, really good. Like he was almost there. They bring back Sheriff Brackett, played by Charles Cypher. Now he's really old now. He is now like a security guard at the hospital. If you don't remember what he looks like, I think I got a picture here of him. Let me see. I'm not organized. So here's Donald Pleasance.
Yeah, I
I
remember
guess I
him.
don't have the sheriff's picture from the original, but yeah. So he's back. So a lot of characters are back, and so are other characters, but not played by the same actors. So we have who is this? We have character named Tommy Doyle. He's played by I thought I wrote his name down. Anthony Michael Hall.
Mm-hmm.
You remember him best from the 80s. 80s what's this? Oh my god. John Hughes movies. Breakfast Club, 16
Okay. And
Candles,
those.
but he's not anything like his teen self. This guy is a big, rugged guy, kind of scary actually. And what he does is he starts out as a sympathetic character, but what happens is he organizes violence, incites violence through a mob. So
Mm.
now he's like, we're gonna go kill Michael Myers. So he organizes a mob to go after him. So it becomes it's really weird. It's just like he gets more screen time than Jamie Lee Curtis. And so
Really?
you're watching, you're like, why is this guy getting more screen time than Jamie Lee Curtis? Jamie Lee Curtis as Laurie is sidelined in this movie, big time. She does
Mm.
nothing in this movie. All she does is like, I want to get out of the hospital. I need to go get Michael. And you're like, no, no, you can't leave. You're hurt. You just had surgery. Blah 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 blah. And you're like, really? They're gonna put her in the hospital the whole time?
Yeah,
Um,
why?
yeah,
Right?
yeah, it's so weird. And then Judy Greer, she's good in the movie. She's got a lot more to do in this movie, and she's kind of taking Laurie's place and trying to
Take over.
do something about it. Yeah. So a lot of the action takes place in the hospital. So you go back from the hospital to the mob to Michael Myers killing a lot of people. I think he
Oh
probably
my
killed them.
God.
I think he's got the most kills in this movie. And people were loving that. So people were tuned into this movie because of that. So for me, it was kind of like, I mean, I like story with my horror. Granted, I mean, I don't really care for the kills. The kills were a little gruesome and just like random people,
Yeah,
you know, like
I
nothing
didn't
to do
watch.
with the story. So I mean, I
Yeah.
didn't like it as much. Some people really loved it, but I think it was a whole nostalgia. You know, seeing Loomis. They cut back and forth between events from the original movie to kind of connect the modern day story to the old story. But it was just like
Okay.
all everywhere. It was just It was so
All
weird.
over.
It was just all over, and then they just kept to Michael Myers killing some random person,
Hmm.
gruesome style.
Interesting.
So it was just it was so disconnected. This movie was so disconnected, and you bring back all these survivors of Michael Myers just to kill him off, and they're not good kills. It's not.
Mm.
Well, I mean, to some of the fans, I guess they did like him, but to me, it was like, okay, you bring back the survivors, and then they end up
Yeah.
like most of them are dead. Like, what are you saying? You know what I mean? Like, it was. I mean, it was just weird.
Yeah.
I didn't really care for it. I liked the last one. Um,
Yeah. When
just
she.
yeah, because Jamie Lee Curtis was badass. I like that she
Yeah.
was taking charge and not just being the victim. Um, but yeah, I think they dropped it. They dropped the ball here. But like I said, it was 50-50. Some people really loved it. Some people hated it. I was more on the hate side just because it felt like a side note.
Yeah. I
Because there's
didn't.
two more movies, right? There's two more movies coming.
One. I think it's
One
just
more.
one.
Oh, okay, I thought it
Yeah.
was two more
Hollywood.
after this.
Halloween. Halloween ends. I
Oh,
didn't watch, and the screening was the day that I couldn't go, and then I was like, let it go. So we ended up watching the first one, the
oh,
1978.
uh-huh. That one is scary.
Like,
I saw it.
okay,
It was on cable the other day. I'm like, yeah, this one's a little more
yeah,
scary than
yeah, it was really scary.
because
Yeah,
he's in the dark. A lot of times he comes out of the dark, and here, I mean, there's
he's
kind of here he's like there, and then he's not there, and then all of a sudden he's there. So he's not coming out of like the dark.
yeah, I know.
So there's not that suspense. You hear a noise, and you're like, oh crap, it's Michael Myers.
Oh
you know,
man,
but you're like, you don't. The surprise factor isn't there. I mean, this is a straight up slasher flick, so people are into that. They like that.
they
So this
like
is
it.
your option for, so I would recommend Peacock if you're just, curious to watch it. But if you're that type of person who wants to watch it just for the kills, obviously go to the movie theater because it's pretty.
Yeah,
I mean, you have to look away a couple of times. You're like, oh my God, this is disgusting. Because he gets really
yeah,
brutal. He's really brutal. I think this is the most brutal because usually Michael Myers, he'll do like a one kill. He'll go up to you and, break your neck or stab you.
yeah.
But here, like, he's actually like, and
Oh
then he
my
grabs
god.
something else. He's like cutting people up, and I'm like, okay, Michael Myers.
Oh no. Yeah, that one I'm gonna wait for the DVD, Blu-ray, digital, whatever. No, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna go to the movies for that.
no, I wouldn't. I mean, like I said, it depends what level of horror fan you are.
Yeah.
So that's
No, I'm
yeah.
okay.
Some people are satisfying, other people not. But anyway,
Yeah.
all right. So now we're gonna talk about a movie we both watched. It's called Night House, and this is for people who like psychological horror.
Yeah.
Um, it's stars Rebecca Hall,
Oh.
and she plays a widow. If I can find her picture, she plays a widow whose husband committed suicide. So, as you might guess, she is dumbfounded. She has no idea why her husband killed himself. So she starts to discover secrets he was keeping from her, and he was living a double life. So she starts to find the little clues about something here and there. She starts to find weird little items like I think he was an architect, and he built two houses that were similar, and she's trying to figure out why there are two homes in the woods. Like it's like a mirror version of their house on another location of the woods. So we have her going out into the woods trying to investigate. She finds this house that is eerily similar to hers, and there's some weird things going on. And I really liked it. It's a psychological horror flick. And I got Amityville horror vibes because if you remember, if people watched Amityville, like there's
Hmm.
no visible ghost.
Yeah.
And here there's no visible ghost, and things start touching her. And I got freaked out because
Yeah.
I
I
was
was
like,
like,
whoa, there's
yeah.
something spring crawling, like something touches her.
There.
And she thinks it's her husband, but maybe it's not. And it really creeped me out because I was like, oh my God, what's going to happen? Oh my God. And like, so this is like your classic
No, and she feels
horror flick.
that. And she feels, and then I was like, oh my God. Sometimes I'm by myself at home. It's like,
When you hear
oh
like a little noise, you hear a little noise and you're like, what's that? So
yes.
basically, so they use like little elements like that, like little stuff that we would be scared of. Like, what was that? and then you go check to see what it was. You're not sure what it was. If your mind is playing tricks on you. So I mean, it was a little confusing. I was a little confused, like, okay, what's going on? Like, I don't get the whole mirrored house. And then by the end, when this explanation starts to come out, there's really no definite ending. Like, it's up to your own interpretation, right?
Yeah,
Did you
that's
think
correct.
that?
That's correct. Yeah, I got that. And then also I was like, in the beginning I was like, is she dreaming? Is she still like sleeping? It's
Mm-hmm.
like something, what's going on there? And then I was like, oh, and then I start towards the end, it's still no yes or no questions. You know what I mean? Like it's something that I kept thinking about it. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, but I understand that's something that she feels like, I don't know, maybe he's there or he's not there.
Yeah, I mean, it's a movie that makes you think, like, is it this or what's going on? Like, you really don't
Yeah.
know how to interpret it, so it's open to interpretation. So that's kind of what I liked about it. And like I said, the scares are pretty good because
Yeah.
there's no ghosts; it's just little things that happen. Like music starts playing all of a sudden, or she's like you said, you think she's dreaming, but
I
she's
mean,
not. So you're like, what the heck's going on? I mean, I know a few people who watched and they hated it, but that's because they're horror, like Halloween Kills type of horror fans.
yeah, that is the two different types of
Yeah, so
horrors,
that's
but
not it. This movie is not that.
yeah,
You know.
I agree with you. This one it works like play more with your mind, and the other ones are more like scary.
Physical
Yeah,
kills.
physical kills, and this one it plays with your mind, with your ideas. If she really there, she's really there, or she's dreaming. So that's why I think maybe that's why we liked it. So
Mhm,
I don't
mhm.
know. Even though I like some.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, yeah, for sure. I like some of that stuff too. Just not the overkill.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, like Chucky, and I know what you did last summer. There's some gruesome kills there, but at least there's like a story and compelling characters. And this when you have the compelling characters, like Halloween Kills, there's no compelling characters,
No. Okay.
So that's
Yeah.
the problem with it.
So I'm glad that I didn't waste my time.
Yeah, don't waste your time unless you're a fan of that horror and you're just, curious. A lot of people are just curious about it, and be like, yeah, they were right or no, they're wrong. Those kind of people who want to kind of to see what all the fuss is about or
Yeah.
no fuss is about. So I mean,
Eh,
it did what 50 million at the box office, so people were curious.
Oh yeah, everybody.
I'm
Everybody.
shocked. I mean, I don't think horror films ever do that much. Rarely, they'll do like
No,
in the
right?
teens and the 20s, but I mean, this one really surprised me. I don't remember. Well, I don't know how much the previous Halloween movie made, but it
Yeah.
must have made a pretty penny because we're getting one more after this.
Yeah. And I think
So,
they need to stop because how many they're gonna do it?
oh, they're never gonna stop. I think this is like I would like to take credit. I interviewed Rob Zombie for his Halloween movies once, and I told him that his film was like the 20th something iteration of Michael Myers, and he's like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Oh, you didn't know?" He's like, "No, but I'm gonna stop making them now." I was like, "Good," because I don't like yours.
Yeah.
I do not like Rob Zombie's Halloween movies at all. They were just too
Ah,
violent,
I know. I
too
know.
violent.
Too. There's some of them are really, really good. Some of them are really bad. Oh my God.
Yeah, they have to be done well. I mean, all around, not just
Mm-hmm.
the kills. But
Yeah.
so
Um,
those are your choices for Halloween on streaming, and there's a bunch of other stuff on Shutter, and I mean, there's no time to watch all of them, but these are just some of like the major titles out there that are available to watch. And so
yeah.
that's a recommendation for the Halloween season.
Yeah. And I love it. Yeah. Are you
Yeah.
gonna dress up for Halloween?
No, I'm too lazy.
Too lazy. Yeah. Yeah. I
I don't
still
go
have
any.
a
I don't go anywhere.
yeah. I still have a little one here, so
Oh yeah, yeah.
we
You got
might
to do
gonna
it.
trick or treat. Especially because last year we didn't go.
Oh
So
right.
yeah.
Yeah, everything's
So
so expensive. Like all these, I like going to the mazes and stuff like that, but the pricing is just ridiculous.
yeah, in his school they're gonna do a spooky movie night for the
Hmm.
kids, and they're
Oh,
gonna
nice.
have a haunted maze.
Oh,
But it's
nice.
like open in the air, like open. It's not gonna be like
Open
closed,
air.
but yeah,
Mm.
open air is gonna be really fun.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
That'll be
that's
fun.
nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sometimes I go trick or treating with my niece
yeah,
just to
that's
have a good laugh at costumes and stuff like that. So, but I don't
that's
think
right.
they're doing it this year because there was a college campus near where my parents live.
Mm-hmm.
And so they would open it up for the neighborhood kids to go and get candy, and they dressed up all the houses with decorations, and they would give out candy. It was really cute. But obviously, because this is the second year they're not doing it, so it's kind of sad because that's where I would go
Yeah.
and just walk around with the kids,
Yeah.
and it was fun to look at and stuff like that. But they're not doing it this year, sadly. So we'll see. We'll see what we're doing. It's
Yeah.
on a Sunday too, right?
Yeah. It's a Sunday. It's a
Oh,
Sunday.
okay. Yeah, I forgot. Oh, it's gonna be
Yeah.
really crowded.
Oh yeah, it will be really crowded.
Wherever you go, it's gonna be really crowded.
Oh yeah, especially when it falls in a weekend. Phew, forget it.
Mhm.
That's awesome.
Yeah. All right. Well, want to wish everybody a happy Halloween to all the ghouls out there.
Out there, be safe. Be safe and enjoy.
And don't take any fruit from any strangers.
Mm-hmm.
You
And
want to find razors in
use
them.
your mask. And use your mask.
And use your mask. That's right. There's plenty of good options out there for masks too if you don't want to dress up.
Yeah.
Buy a cool mask.
Mm-hmm. So, and then we're going to see everybody in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks. In the meantime, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. That's at Jana on Camera, at Cinemovie TV, and subscribe to the HCA channel here and watch some of the other cool shows that are on here.
Yeah,
every
there's
week. There's a lot.
There's a lot of stuff.
There's a lot of
And
stuff.
I think tomorrow, Friday, they air like Hollywood trending. They have a lot of like good shows. So I see you guys. Thank you, Lupe.
More. All right. Well, have a good one. See you,
You
everybody.
too. See you. Bye bye.